I made it. I made it, I made it, I made it. And that's all that matters. Hey, everybody. So let's get this started. I'm a little all over the place today. So I'm just going to go on in and get started. First thing, get comfortable. So the first thing I want to do is say thank you to everybody who sent prayers up for me for yesterday. I'm home. I'm fine. I am feeling a little bit better today. Just had to piece it together really quickly. So what I am talking about tonight are vitamin D deficiency and fibroids and the connection that I'm learning about with that. So yeah, I was in the ER yesterday again, and I was there because of fibroids. So yeah, I won't go too into it unless you guys have questions about it, but for the most part, that's why I was there. And it's a situation that I've been dealing with for a while. And I've been learning more about it over the past few months, especially as it is progressing and, you know, becoming an obvious issue. So, yeah, vitamin D deficiency. So the correlation, someone had asked me, like, what's the correlation between iron and vitamin D deficiency? And I kind of discussed that. I don't know what the direct correlation is between the two, but I know that the correlation for me personally is vitamin D deficiency here, iron here, and fibroids here in the middle. So that's the correlation for me. Vitamin D deficiency is something that I have and something that I've been dealing with for a while, probably longer than I ever even knew before, you know, it was determined or that I found out I had it, obviously. But I have anemia due to iron deficiency, and that comes from having a heavy cycle, so on and so forth. And the heavy cycle comes from the fibroids. Hello to whoever just came in. Thank you for being here. I was a bit late. It is a struggle day. So thank you guys for showing up. So yeah, the correlation for me, you have vitamin D deficiency here, you have anemia here, and in the middle there's this wonderful thing, not so wonderful, called fibroids. That is the connection for me. First of all, I didn't know that there was a thing with vitamin D deficiency and fibroids. This is something that I'm learning about now, that I'm doing a lot of research to figure out, like, you know, just learning more about my body and learning more about fibroids. So there is a definite connection, and the connection that I'm learning is that women who have vitamin D deficiency are high proponents of having fibroids. So that was really interesting to me. And then fibroids, if you know what they are, they cause heavy bleeding, they cause you know, just uterine issues. They can cause pelvic pain. They can cause long, prolonged periods. So that's what goes on there. But what I'm learning recently is that a lot of women, or black women, have fibroids, which that I knew, but that they're finding out that most of those women have had vitamin D deficiency for a long period of time. So that's interesting to me. So that's the connection that I've learned about. So that's what was going on with me yesterday, but I made it here for the Wednesday Night Live so we can kick it. If you have any questions, put them up. I'll answer them for you. So yeah, I thought that that was kind of interesting. It kind of goes back to say what some of you all have been saying, like that there's obviously a bigger connection. Your body is one piece, one, you know, you're one person, and it wants to function, you know, in harmony. And so I've always thought from the time that I learned about being vitamin D deficient that there had to be something else going on. When I first became vitamin D deficient and knew pretty much nothing what was going on with my body, I was like, is this because I don't drink enough milk, or you know, just trying to figure it out. I even had other people, they were like, oh, you don't like milk. That's why you're vitamin D deficient. So we've come a long way since that school of thought. And now I know that it has a lot to do with the environment that you live in, the clouds, the weather, taking your supplements, and not just the causes, but the effects that it can have on your body, from anxiety to depression to bone pain to muscle pain and all of those things. So, yeah, vitamin D deficiency, it correlates with a lot of other things, but that's just how our bodies work. I kind of thought that if we have one deficiency, then more than likely you'll be deficient somewhere else, because it also has to do with, what you're eating, what you're putting in your body. And so this is the way that I'm looking at everything now, just as one thing. Just, I'm me, and my body is going through a lot of different things, and what can I do to make that better? Can I eat better? Making sure that I try to research and learn stuff so that I could just heal. So that's pretty much that. I'm not going to go all deep into, the fibroids or anything like that, but that's what I was dealing with yesterday. That's why I'm late on here today. And I've been reading a ton of things pertaining to fibroids and the different options to have them removed surgically, or to try to see different options to have the most non-invasive type of surgery, because I know I'm going to have to get some sort of surgery, but we'll talk about that later. So yeah, let's see what else. So I've been taking my vitamin D supplements. A lot of you have asked me what supplements I take or that I recommend. I did speak about that before, but I'm simply just taking a 5,000 IU by Natron. I have been on a better schedule this week with taking my supplements. I actually took my supplements and kind of put them in a little pill box so that I could make sure that I don't miss taking them in the morning time. I have a to-go pill box that I put them in to make sure I keep that in my purse in case I forget taking them at home. So these are all little tips and tricks that you can do just to make sure that you stay up on top of your supplementing. What else? What do you guys want to talk about? Oh, Vicky had been asking me about exercising and what exercises that I do or prefer to do. So I had just started with the wheel maybe about a month ago. I didn't stay on with it, but working with the wheel that I should have brought it on here, but it's a little ab wheel, and I was trying to strengthen my abs. I noticed that walking makes me feel a lot better. I do try to walk a mile when I walk my dog. That doesn't actually fatigue me. But when I was in the gym, I was having a bit of difficulties with just doing super strenuous workouts, especially when my vitamin D was low. So I would say maybe start out with something like walking, or just something that you like to do. You'll be surprised how much activity that you will get in a day just doing something, whether it's going for a walk or going to the grocery store. I have my Apple Watch that I keep on, and sometimes my rings will light up and I'm like, oh, I didn't realize I even did that much today. Doing laundry and working things around your house. You can get your exercise in. So those are the basic. I'm real basic with the exercise at this moment. One, due to what I just explained to you, like with the fibroids, when I am feeling really great, then I try to do as much as I can. Just regular jump roping. I love to hula hoop, and I have a weighted hula hoop that I like using. That is a fun exercise. Yoga always helps, and it helps with, my bone pain and just kind of getting stretched out. And I don't go to any classes, I just do it at home. There's a bunch of great yoga programs and things right here on YouTube. And I like doing the YouTube dance classes because I can kind of regulate myself. There's some really fun dance classes on YouTube that people have put together, from an in-the-house level to a studio level. A lot of fun workouts. So I would say that if you are looking to work out, start there. Start with your living room, clear out a space, go on YouTube, look up some fun exercises, whether it's floor work type exercises, or if it's dance type exercises, or beginners exercises. And then just go from there and see what works for you. There's a lot of fun hula hooping exercises, and you can get a nice hula hoop from maybe TJ Maxx. I mean, no, not TJ Maxx, Target. They have a nice sports section, and they also have hula hoops, or you can always order one online. The hula hoop I use is a weighted 5-pound adult hula hoop, and I'll do that for about 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 10 minutes one side, one way, 20 minutes the other side. I like the way that it makes my abs feel, and the weight gives it more balance, but it feels like I've done an actual workout. So those are some of the things that I have used. So yeah, let's see, what else can we talk about tonight? I see one person still that is still here. Do you have any questions or something that you want to ask me, honey? The room is all yours. No, nothing. All right. So as far as diet, let's see. I cut out soda a few weeks ago. It was going well up until this week. But I did notice a difference in how I was feeling. And I noticed a difference in my skin. I'm still working on it. I did kind of dip back into the soda. But a few of you asked me about my skincare regimen last week. It's really simple. I just try to keep my skin as clean as possible. I use the Olay wipes. Those are really nice. They already have the soap in it. And I like to wash my face once or twice a day using that. I started using Nivea recently, and I'm still testing that out because Nivea is compared to a lot of the more expensive brand for facial moisturization, if that's a word, facial moisturizers. So Nivea is working really well. I love how hydrating it is, and I like to wear it at night. So once I get out the shower, wash my face, I use the Nivea. As far as my skin, I like using a lot of natural products if possible. Coconut oil. I like that because of fragrance. It's light and it has a light fragrance. But you can use different oils and butters and mix them together. Shea butter I like, but I like it whipped and mixed with something else because it can be kind of heavy. But these are all the things that I use for my skin. And hydrating, that's number one. First and foremost, drinking enough water and taking the collagen that I showed you guys in the last video. So those are things that I'm doing to keep my skin supple, especially being older now. It seems to be working if you guys are noticing, so I appreciate the compliments. And if I could think of anything else, I'll let you guys know. So yeah, I see one person out there. I just wanted to make sure that I got on tonight and, keep the live going. I do have some other topics that I wanted to talk about, but today was a bit rough for me. Yesterday was pretty rough, so I'm still a little bit, I'm just kind of lounging and just trying to heal up and take it easy today. So I'm not going to stay on too long, but at least you guys, kind of got an idea of what I was experiencing, and also that it's not directly, well, it's directly linked to vitamin D, but it's not anything that, you may have to deal with or worry about. So I didn't want you guys thinking that either. So on that note, I am going to end this live now, and I will be back next week, prayerfully feeling a lot better, a lot stronger, and in a much better mood. But I thank you guys for all of you that came in tonight. I love you. I will see you in the next video. And if you have any comments or questions, make sure that you leave them down below. Make sure that you thumbs up this video and that you like it so that I can keep making more videos for you guys. All right? You have a wonderful night. Take care.